What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we've seen Metroplex. The official Transformers TCG Facebook group has just revealed all of the exclusive cards in the Metroplex deck, so now we can have a look. We will, over the next few days, week, have a look at strategy, other cards, etc. Today is all about looking at what these cards do and how they work together. So firstly then, we know what Metroplex does. Now, we'd seen the front of Metroplex before. 35 health is absurd, like seriously absurd. The next highest health is Autobot Cosmos with 21. Fun fact, one of the designers of the game has publicly stated he gave it 21 health because most people use D20s that go up to 20. 6 attack in bot mode is much higher than the average of 4. 4 in alt mode is average. And 1 defense in bot mode is lower than the average of 2. 2 defense in alt mode is average. So it's a very, very big, bulky card. There was a lot of discussion as to what the cost would be here. It is a 25 cost. When a blurry image of this leaked earlier today, people thought it was a 5 cost, but you can see the 5 in each of the stars. It is a 25 cost card. That is to say, it is a deck by itself. And that has been confirmed. Now, we already knew the skill in bot mode. It's a very interesting one. When this attacks and you flip at least 2 white, 2 orange, and 2 blue icons, you tap each enemy. Yeah, so they don't get any more attacks this round, essentially. And then you do 1 damage to each enemy. Now, your initial thought here is we need a whole bunch of bold, because if you get a whole bunch of bold, then you can increase your chances of hitting all of these. Well, great news, ladies and gentlemen. We've got some options, more on that in a minute. However, we do see a very interesting skill in alt mode. Essentially, it starts the game with Scamper, 6-gun, and Slammer under it, and then when you flip to this mode, you get to deploy a character from under it to the battlefield. And it has been confirmed by the official Facebook group that you do get a choice of which of the 3 you deploy. It is up to you, and obviously that is going to increase the strategic choices that can be made. This is fun. This is a whole new way to play the game. Metroplex is a deck in and of itself. It is all 25 stars, but you start the game with all 3 of its underlings under it, and then you get to deploy one when you flip over. And at this stage, and this is not the first time I've said this, and it definitely won't be the last, you should be thinking about cards like Rapid Conversion and Rollout, which will allow you to essentially get an extra flip here. You get to flip one of your cards when you play that. As a side note, Rollout here has both a blue and an orange icon, making it phenomenal with Metroplex, given the bot mode skill and the fact that you want to really flip this many times early on so you can get all 3 of your cards out from under it. Or maybe you want to wait a bit to deploy them because they've all got very low health and you want to wait for the perfect time. I love the decision making brought in with Metroplex here. But we have seen the other exclusive battle cards and character cards in this deck as well. So Scamper we'd kind of seen before. We had a low quality image of bot mode. Well, now we can see it clearly. Health of 4 is pitiful, and the attack and defense are alright. The attack is 3 and 2, the defense is 2 and 1, average is 4 and 2, so that's not too bad. Health of 4 is pitiful, but it's only a 4 cost. That's tiny, so I'm okay with it. And then it's actually got good skills. When you flip to bot mode and you have Metroplex on the battlefield, scrap an enemy weapon or armor, and unless Metroplex gets KO'd, you will. And then Metroplex has bold 1 when you're in alt mode. And remember how we said we really wanted lots of bold so we can flip extra cards when attacking with Metroplex? Bold is the #1 support that Metroplex needs. Scamper's got your back. But again, it's only got 4 health, so you need to be really careful when you bring this out from under Metroplex, because if you bring it out too early, it's just gonna get smashed. Good news is you can get rid of a force field using Scamper. Bad news is force field won't help you because you've only got 4 health. So you play a force field, you only take 4 health. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. We've also seen 6 gun. 6 gun has 0 defense in bot mode, 1 in alt mode, 4 attack in bot mode, 2 in alt mode. So it's alright, better in bot mode. And it's got 5 house, which is again pitiful, but it only has a 4 cost, which is kind of cool. When you flip it into bot mode, your Metroplex gets bold 2 until the end of your turn. And in alt mode, when Metroplex attacks, you do 1 damage to the defender. Both of these skills are beautiful in this deck. Because like I've said, you need to have bold with Metroplex, and if you get Metroplex's skill working, you do 1 damage to each enemy. And when Metroplex attacks with 6 gun, you do 1 damage to the defender. So you're just piling on extra damage here, which is beautiful. And then finally we see Slammer. Now, Slammer's a very weird card. It's a 4 cost, just like the others. It's got free attack in alt mode, free health and free defense in alt mode. Kind of cool that you have got above average defense, but other than that, like the others, they're all terrible. Oh yeah. And it has no bot mode. Again, it has been confirmed by the official Facebook group. It has no back. According to them, what does a back look like? Same back as a battle card, but character card size. There is no bot mode here. It is purely an alt mode card. But when you deploy this from under Metroplex, you do 1 damage to each enemy. And like we've said, that fits with Metroplex nicely. And it gives Metroplex bold 1, which when you combine it with Scamper and with 6 gun, that gives you bold 4. That's nice. So again, the question here becomes, are you trying to deploy all of these really quickly so you can really up the bold on Metroplex, or are you worried about deploying them all quickly because they're so gosh darned fragile? My last point about these, and it is an important one, although they can be played without Metroplex, they can just be played as regular characters, it is very, very important to note all of the skills here, like all 5 of them, are specifically for Metroplex. So although you can play them in a non-Metroplex deck, why would you want to? Actually, quick appendix to this point. As it stands at the moment, the cheapest character cards we have are 5 cost like Flame War. So if you end up playing a 21-star deck, you might as well play one of these 4 cost, because your options are play one of these 4 cost, or have 4 wasted stars. Okay, they're not going to help you that much, but you know what? You might as well. Also gives you 1 more reason to buy the deck, eh? Now there are 3 exclusive battle cards which can only be got in the Metroplex deck, and they're all, shockingly enough, Metroplex centered, except Height Advantage. Height Advantage gives one of your Titans bold 4 until the end of the turn. We keep saying how Metroplex needs bold. Height Advantage, ladies and gentlemen, gives you bold. It's beautiful. And here's the thing, right? We're probably getting more Titans in the future. We have a brand new designation of Titan that no one else has gotten so far. Surely it's not going to be the last time we see this. So this is the only exclusive card in the set which is not Metroplex centered, but oh my goodness, it's dumb good for Metroplex. We also see Rally the City, which we had previously seen. If you have Metroplex on the battlefield, draw a card for each character you have on the battlefield. Looking at the wording here, it includes Metroplex. So again, you've got that choice of whether you're trying to rush out the 3 underlings or whether you're doing it slightly more carefully and strategically. Get all 3 of them out, Rally the City turns into just draw 4. That is really good draw. But then again, they've all got super low health, so you've got to be careful. And finally, protected by Metroplex. If the upgraded character would take damage, your Metroplex takes that damage instead. This is absolutely crucial. for keeping all of the others alive. We keep talking about how they have crazy low health. Well, the great news is you whack a protected by Metroplex on there, and then you're good to go, ladies and gentlemen. Then you can hopefully keep them alive a bit longer. Now, this should remind most of you of Heroism, which is a very similar one. The difference is Heroism redirects the damage to the character that has Heroism on, whereas Protected by Metroplex essentially diverts the damage away from the upgraded character. And firstly, Metroplex has dumb good health of 35. Secondly, you can whack a force field on Metroplex, so no matter how much damage is put onto them, it gets redirected to Metroplex, and then Metroplex only takes 4. Yeah. This is starting to sound pretty gosh darn good at this stage, ladies and gentlemen. This is really fun. The other thing I do need to make you aware of, Metroplex needs 2 of each icon, and Height Advantage Blue, Protected by Metroplex Orange, Rally the City White. Alrighty then, I really like these cards. And look, they are Metroplex cards. The one exception is Height Advantage. Any Titan in the future will need it, so honestly, it's worth buying the Metroplex deck just to get these free. However, you never know if Metroplex is going to become brokenly good. And if it does, it's going to sell out quickly. And it's only available in this set. I've been saying it all along. I will reiterate it now. I think you need to buy the Metroplex deck, because you don't have to play it as the deck is constructed, but you need the character cards, you need Metroplex, and you need the free battle cards, all of which do seem like a fairly clear free of in Metroplex decks. So as far as I'm concerned, if you're into the Transformers TCG, this is an essential purchase. We'll bring you other videos in the near future, really digging into the minutiae of what other cards you can play with this, etc. But for now, they've been revealed, and I thought it was important to do a video showing you the new cards. I am very excited, but I want to know about you guys. So let me know in the comment section how excited you are. Go nuts! But please do remember the important rule. Be nice, and then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, and follow me on Twitter @the Wossy for some more fun. But by far the most important thing, as always, is to look after yourselves until next time. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wossy Plays.